just finished up with fasted cardio. Welcome back to another episode of my road to stage, road to Olympia, road to getting back into competition form for this year. And I am, very close to competition date. I have a few shows in my mind, and it's a matter of just committing. And I had already committed to the idea of one of the shows, but then my coach doesn't think I should do it, but I feel like I still want to, so it's kind of like more of a conversation I have to have with my coach. I had a high carb day yesterday and just wrapped up with 30 minutes of cardio fasted. Right now I'm feeling, my best, being in the gym, just mentally, physically. This whole entire prep has been very smooth and I have no complaints at all. Today I do plan on training some back and chest. I'm going to do kind of a back and chest workout because tomorrow I'm going to hit legs and then a rest day after that leg day. And just going to focus primarily on back. I got a deep tissue massage yesterday and I have been going weekly every single Monday and it has been very helpful. Let me show you guys what I'm going to eat right now right before I hit this workout. Get my workout in fairly early just because that's just how my schedule is at this moment, and I feel like when I start my day I kind of have a good amount of caffeine, so I front load the caffeine and I chase it right into my workout. And yeah, that's pretty much the routine at the moment. 70 grams. Water intake. Since having these bugs, there's hair like everywhere. But we're actually doing like a test peak right now. Yesterday I had a high carb day, and now I'm going from 6 liters of water to 4. So I'm trying to be as accurate as I can. I'm just making some oatmeal, and my protein source will just be chicken. And I think today I have my sodium kind of limited. So let me take a look at the plan right now. Sodium tomorrow, no sodium, meal 5. Okay, so just the last meal today, I don't have any sodium in water. Is it 4 liters? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hit some back and chest today. I feel really solid. This is where my physique is at right now. I feel pretty tight. I feel like I honestly compete this upcoming weekend if I really wanted to. So I might compete next weekend. We will see. That's kind of in the air right now, but I'm going to prepare as if I am competing next weekend. I mean, I've been in competition shape now for, I would say, like the last 2 to 3 weeks. And it's just more of just refining and maintaining. But I definitely want to compete soon. And, I want to do a competitive show. I don't want to just do a show and just win and qualify for Olympia. I want to go and compete against really good competitors at their best. I don't want to just show up at a show where it's not as competitive and just win that way. I want to, even if I do a show and it's extremely competitive and I don't win, I just want to see how I match up against competition. So for me, it's more of like, do I want to compete just to win a show against, not that high level of competition, or compete against high level guys that have been to the Olympia, that have won shows, and see how I really match up against them. And if I lose, I lose, but ultimately the goal is to win. But if I don't win, I want to see how I look next to these guys, and that for me is how I view competing. I want to obviously compete against the best guys that I can, because we're all pretty much doing the same thing. We're dieting, we're training, we're doing cardio, and we're trying to get to our best shape. So it's like, if we are all doing the same thing and we all meet in that one day and get on stage to compete against each other, I feel like that's what's going to bring the best out of all the athletes. Yeah, that's where my mindset is right now. I definitely want to compete against competition. I don't want to just do a show just because this person's not doing it. I want to. That's why I competed at the Arnold at such a young age. My second pro show ever. I was going against guys like Brandon, Andre, George Brown, Raymond, Logan Franklin. And these were all the top guys during that time, and you know, for me, I felt like that really motivated me to bring in a very, very, you know, good package. And I would say it was definitely one of my best showings, and that's kind of the same mindset I have now. I just want to compete against really, really good people. So yeah, oatmeal is done. Let me make some chicken. All right, guys. The same breakfast I have been eating for like the last 4 months. I just throw the chicken right in the oatmeal. When you get to this point of prep, you know, food just evaporates, and you kind of just run through. I have like all these condiments just sitting here. I just add a little bit of roasted garlic. I'll add some salt because I'm about to train. Just add a little bit of cinnamon. And then just mash it up like this. You have your carbs and protein. People like to add protein powder to their oatmeal, and that's something I was a big fan of doing when I was much younger. But I feel like now I just like to eat oatmeal on its own. Like, I would rather have oatmeal and then drink the shake and eat it that way, because sometimes when you add the protein powder to the oatmeal, it makes it kind of like clumpy, and it tastes almost like dry, very dry. I guess it depends on the protein powder and the mixture of things that you do. Like, if you're using a good amount of water, or you're using too much protein powder, it has to be like the perfect amount. But this is what meal one looks like. Simple. Let's see. It's like eating rice and chicken, but instead oatmeal and chicken. And the reason why I use oatmeal is just for variety, because I have brown rice for most of my meals, so it's like a bit of a little change. So good. But as you can see, I still have some carbs in my diet. I think that's something that has been really beneficial this prep. I haven't had any days where I went like no carbs or extremely low carbs. My carbs have been pretty moderate, enough for me to get through my workouts, and I feel like the look that I can bring when I have more carbs is just overall better. My physique looks like it has more life and pop to it, whereas if I aim for a show and I'm just depleting and doing whatever I can just to make that weight or make that look, but you know, sacrifice the pop just to get down to a low body fat, I don't think I look my best. Whereas when I'm eating into the show and having good workouts, that's when I feel my best, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. That's why, as far as competitions, I didn't really sit there and narrow it down to one specific show that I wanted to do. I had an idea of the time period I wanted to compete in, but I was just taking it from a week-to-week basis. And I could throw up some progress photos right now for you guys to see how my physique was looking back in, you know, March, April, and then now. And it's more of just letting my body kind of take its course and just doing the same thing every single day with cardio training. Nothing too extreme and nothing too challenging, but just challenging enough for me to, you know, see the progress that I need. And that's just pretty much how my physique has molded through the weeks, and I feel mentally good and physically good, and I'm taking the rest days when I need to, and everything feels super solid. So that's pretty much how the routine has been going into this week. And right now, like I said, I could potentially compete next weekend, 2 weekends from now. I'm in the kind of shape where I feel like I could do a show in these coming weeks, so it's a matter of just deciding which ones. But I'm going to try my best to compete next weekend and try to convince my coach, because that would be a really, really good show, and I know it's going to be competitive, and that's kind of like what I'm looking for. But let me chow down this meal, chill for a good 30-40 minutes, and then we'll head to the gym, and I'll show you guys what the training is looking like. caffeine in this though. 180. That's pretty too. So I have a scoop of Gorilla Mode and a scoop of Gorilla Nitric. It's 200 plus 180. 380 makes of caffeine. Is that a lot? I'm not training that hard though, so I should be good. The caffeine is starting to kick in. I feel it. But the first like 20 minutes of my workout is usually just warming up now, because I like to do a lot of warm up before I even start like the first actual like what I would consider working set. And when I do the working sets, it's really all out with max intensity, but the warm up is just so I can avoid, you know, injuries and make sure I'm in tune with where my body is. But yeah, I used to go to the gym and within like the first 10 minutes of my workout I would already be at a working set, whereas now you probably notice I have a clock running, and around 15 to 20 minute mark is usually where I feel primed to commit to a working set. But right now my workouts are about 45 to 55 minutes per session, and that's how I've been tracking it. I don't really train any longer than an hour, just because I don't think I could push that hard of an intensity for that long. It's kind of hard for you guys to like see how I train, because I think you guys are only getting clips of certain sets I have, but the pace of my workout's really high. I try to keep the rest periods very low. I should be drenched in sweat by the end of this workout is what I'm predicting. So hopefully the gym isn't too busy. Gonna start off with let's see, what am I gonna start off with? I'm gonna do barbell rows though, the exercise that caused the injury to my back. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it and how I cue up to do the movement and what has worked with me. Damn, got a bridge coming. Should have went the other way. Yeah, I'm ready for this workout. I got the body worked on yesterday, so my body feels smooth. Like everything feels like it's gonna connect so well. I always like to train back the day following because it just feels the best. Let's go. Alright guys, about to get into my first actual exercise, which is the barbell rows. I'll show you guys how I kind of do the rows. I do all for rack pull, as you can see. I like to rack pull the weight, and then after I kind of pull it up, I do like an RDL, and then I feel like I can get into the position to execute the rows a lot more efficiently when I do it this way. When I injured my back, I actually deadlifted it away and then went into a row, and I think that was what caused the inefficiency. But I'm gonna warm up and get into it. Let's do it. It's a lot smoother when you do it off the rack pull. So that's the reason why I like to do it this way. Probably gonna do like 4 or 5 more warm-up sets before I get to the actual top set. Still warming up right now, only 13 minutes in. Around the 20-minute mark or 18-minute mark is where I usually get my top set. So another like 5 minutes. How's the first top set? 22 minutes in. Trying to do like a rest pause. Just like 8 to 12, then 4 to 6, then 4 to 6. And weight felt kind of light, so might go a tad bit heavier, but try to do it for another set. Superset. Right now I'm resting for like a good minute, up to 2 minutes max. Just try to keep the pace really high, so I'm just going to do supersets. Probably do 3 rounds of this and then jump into a row. We're gonna stay at this weight and do like 2 more sets. Let's go straight sets of 8 to 12. 40 minutes into the workout, so I probably got another good 15, 20 to push the pace. I'm gonna try to keep my rest periods very minimal. Yeah, so just jumped into some chest, doing some incline machine press. For this, I like to just really control the weight, aiming reps 18 and 15. Just decent amount of volume. I'm not gonna go too crazy with weight. Probably gonna do like one more back and then another chest or two, and then that should be good. Ooh, almost done. Rest for 10 seconds and then 10 to 15. So I'm gonna do 10, 15, rest 10 seconds, 10, 15, rest 10 seconds, 10, 15. Got one more round. A solid back workout. Focus a lot on just squeezing. I did mostly, I feel like I did a dominant rowing kind of back workout. Yeah, so just wrapped up the workout. Finished up with a little bit of chest. I didn't go too crazy with chest just because I have a chest focused day. I just like to add chest towards the end of a back workout just to maintain the fullness, just because I had a high carb day yesterday. But this is where my physique is at right now. Let's see how I look. Yeah, so high carb day was, I'll say, pretty solid. But yeah, this is where my physique is at. Feel pretty solid right now. Just trying to win each day over, taking day by day. But I'm very happy with how I'm looking. But I might compete next weekend. The weekend after that, we'll see. But this is where my physique is at right now. Current weight is in the 190s. I believe my weight cap is 204 or 202, so I definitely have a bit of wiggle room to play with. But I'm not really aiming to chase a weight, it's more of just maintaining a look. Rice. Got some chicken and steak. This is my post-workout meal. I have 3 more meals. It's another chicken and rice meal, and then a chicken and sweet potato meal is my last meal. But yeah. I feel really solid today. After that high carb day, I feel like I had a really good pump in the gym. Now it's just my low carb day, which is about 150 grams of rice per meal. And yeah, this is the post-workout meal. Brown rice, chicken, and top sirloin steak. One of my favorite meals. Feel exhausted. Super hot out in Florida. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me train today. I feel like my physique is starting to get to a peaking point, and I feel very solid with my strength, how I'm looking, the fullness, and the details that I'm able to bring out. I think I can get a bit drier and tighter because, you know, obviously yesterday was a high carb day, and I think after today and tomorrow, the look I should have on Thursday should be much tighter. So I'll try to make another video on Thursday, and I plan on maybe doing like a push workout. Yeah, probably chest and shoulders and a little bit of triceps, and then another physique update after 2 low days, so you guys get an idea on how I look at a tighter point, because I feel I can be much tighter, because usually after I have higher carbs, I tend to hold a bit more water, and the look I have is a bit fuller, but the detail isn't as refined. So I'll make another video in 2 days to show you guys how I look and do a full-on chest and shoulder and tricep full-on push day. I did a little bit of chest at the end of the back workout, but it wasn't anything too extreme. It's more so just getting some blood into my chest, just because I had a high carb day yesterday, but it wasn't anything too failure. So tomorrow I'm gonna run legs, and then the following day after that I'm gonna do push, which I will film for you guys. This is, you know, episode 3, I think, or 4. Just another episode, Road to Stage 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed the series so far. But I'm gonna chow down this meal, and I'll eventually do a full day of eating. Maybe sometime this weekend, show you guys what I actually eat and weigh everything out. Because right now I'm not telling you guys the measurements, just because I feel like it doesn't really matter at this point, because I'm not showing you guys every single feeding I have. But I'll do a day where I'll try to film every single meal and tell you guys the exact measurements of, you know, the rice, the chicken, and every little detail I have. But that's just a glimpse of where I'm at right now, under, I'll say, 2 weeks out. And hope you guys enjoy it.